A really happy day for me here in England. I just landed back to receive my newly restored H2c 750, delivered to me by my pal Jason Frost at Alien Motorcycles. Make sure you use him if you're having a bike delivered in the UK. So this is the bike I bought when I was 17, which would be some, I don't know, how long, 47 years ago, something like that. A lot of you have seen this bike over the years. It's been every single guise in the world. It's metamorphosized 20 times. It's been purple, it's been chrome, it's had 3-into-1s, it's had 3-into-3s, it's had mag wheels, dual brakes, 130 horsepower engine. This is was my drag bike a couple of years ago, but it's been to my pal Steve Royce in Leicester, who's certainly one of England's leading restorers of H1s and H2s, in fact all triples. Cost a small fortune, as you'd expect to have it put back to usual or back to normal. There's not much wrong with it. The headlamp's wrong, rim's right, but the actual lens is an aftermarket one. I'm struggling to get a European lens with a side light in it. So if anybody's got a European, or rather a British, H2c headlamp, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, seat strap, which is obviously a UK trait with the trims, which is pretty rare. Everything's right under the seat, even down to the tool bag with the white button, not the black button. These, as most of you know, these perish really easily, so I've not actually expanded it and stuck it on to hold it in place. Original paint, as you can tell by the wear marks here on the back of the tank. I think it starts. Let's see, let's put the key in, give it a bit of a try. Oops. Ha! I'm going to need the jam choke. Come on, Jazzy, hold the phone for me, mate, while I put some choke on it. There you go. Good, mate. A remarkably quiet engine. It's not started rattling yet. You wait till next week, it'll be rattling its tits off. English spark plugs caps, the metal ones, cost an absolute bloody fortune. British master cylinder with a see-through reservoir. What else is typically English? Oh yeah, the outrageously expensive rear ugly mudguard that we all took off when we were 17 and threw them away, which is now why you probably pay close on £1,000 for one of those rear mud guards. Although that's me in my shorts. And on that note, gentlemen, let's see how it goes later on this week. Thank you.